What is good, Nio family? It's your boy Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Nio and why I'm extremely bullish for the near-term and long-term futures for this company. I'm going to talk about what the mainstream media has been saying about Nio as well. That makes me very, very excited as big pieces of news just came out for Nio. I'm going to talk about what Nio just put on their Twitter page, which can be absolutely huge as well. That makes me very, very excited for the future of this company, which I think is going to be absolutely huge. Now, before I do get started and talk about any of this stuff, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so I don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Nio community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Nio right now, this chart almost resembles a Wyckoff-like accumulation schematic. But anyways, it kind of resembles it, maybe not perfectly, but anyways, I think I was just going off on a rant there. But hey, Nio is up over 0.25% for the day. It's in the green, looking pretty good. If I bring up the one-day chart, we can see right over here, we start off at 41.30. We dropped to $40, had quite a bit of volatility in the very beginning, very similar to Tesla. Then as we drop towards the very end, we dropped to $40.16 a share. People were probably like really scared. They're like, oh no, Neo's in the red. And then all of a sudden we have that big reversal, closing us in the green, closing at 40.67. Once again, up over 0.25% for the day. I'm super, super excited for the future of this company, believe it or not, guys. And I wanted you guys to know something. Something that makes me super excited is the fact that Nio has very, very huge amounts of potential. And here's the reason why. Nio right now may look like it's $40. You might see it trading on these channels where it just bounces back and forth and back and forth and back and forth again and again and again. And I totally get that. I totally understand. But if I bring up the one-day chart and show you guys Bollinger's, we're seeing high volatility, which shows it's more sensitive to overall price movements. We had a strong close above the mean price, almost towards the upper band, which is one standard deviation away from the mean. I kid you guys not. There are huge things coming for this company, and you have the opportunity to get it at a price of $40 a share. Think about what it's going to be worth in 1 year from now. Now, I can't give financial advice. I'm not promising anything, but I'm just putting it out there. I'm super excited. I'm super bullish, and I see something absolutely huge playing out for this company. Let me bring up the 1 year chart for Nio, and then let me pull up some RSI and the MACD. And the reason I'm doing this is because they show some very interesting things. The MACD does show us when Nio is going to make big moves, or at least it's indicative of it. And right now we can see that the MACD flipped. Nio ran all the way up to 44. Then the MACD has just been pretty stagnant as Nio was consolidating, and then it dropped just a little bit. It crossed with the 9-day moving average, showing some red histograms, which means that we could see Nio dip just a little bit. So now it's like testing the support at around 40. But right now, nothing too bad. I mean, it's not a significant drop, nothing like that. We could see it kind of trade sideways, but it's also dependent on Tesla because right now Tesla was also in the green, looking quite good, up over 4.08%. And for me, Nio also has a ton of potential. It's going to grow in terms of percentage at a very high rate. RSI is showing 51.71. Once again, it's showing good strength. Now, I want you guys to know something. I'm not worried about what Nio does this week, next week, 2 weeks from now, because I know as we approach December 18th, which is Nio Day, we're going to see a big run most likely. I definitely think that leading up to Nio Day, that's when the huge run is going to come. Let me bring up the 6-month chart to show you. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing went all the way up to 50s. The easily, potential that it has to do that is so high. And I think a lot of outside money is going to be pumped into Nio when we hit December 18th. As we approach Nio Day, it's going to be pretty big. And if Nio has big announcements, it may continue to go all the way up to 60 as a reaction. Maybe it'll drop a little bit after that, but it's probably going to have higher support than before. And then slowly, by 2022, this thing is going to go to the absolute moon. Now, before I go into specific details about what I think is going to happen tomorrow, let's go over with what the articles are saying. Basically, the FX Street is spreading foot again. It states Nio stock forecast extends sell-off to test $40 mark. That's actually true. There was a bit of a sell-off, and we do see things like this happening as there is competition with Lucid absolutely killing it right now. And the thing about Nio is Nio has huge potential for the future. Like I said, I'm not too worried about what happens today or tomorrow. I know that eventually this thing is going to absolutely kill it. It was also announced that Dolby Atmos will come standard on all Nio ET7s. Let's go, guys. Basically, it's announced that this will be the standard for all of their sedans, their ET7 electric vehicles, and this is paired with the vehicle's 7.1.4 sound system that would help boost the car's audio experience. That's going to be awesome for Nio. Not only are they luxurious, but this creates a better experience for the music. This can maybe even improve Nami, so to speak. At least I believe it can. It can improve their streaming technology because you could tell Nami to play a song and it's going to play it. It just improves the overall experience. And it says right over here 23 speakers with a total output of 1,000 watts. There are going to be four main channels with the three-way speaker array that features a dedicated tweeter, mid-tone, and bass driver sound systems. Absolutely awesome. Once again, I'm just putting it out there that this is probably going to be a huge car in other countries when it expands to Europe. And speaking of Europe, we have a huge piece of news that came out. The Driven.io reported that NIO installs their first battery swap station in Norway. This just came out a few hours ago. Absolutely breaking news. NIO is not only in Norway, but we're seeing a battery swap station there. That makes me super, super awesome. It's getting ready because this is going to improve not just Norway, but NIO's fundamentals in Europe as a whole. Think about what this is going to be like when they start launching in Germany. Think about it, this technology that they have that's not only, how should I say, not using fossil fuels, but you could swap your batteries in Europe. Absolutely awesome. It's going to be a game changer for infrastructure, charging infrastructure as well. It says Norway first, Germany soon, and that to me, absolutely awesome. So I'm super excited about what's going to come in the future. Battery swapping is going to be awesome, and I just can't wait and see. So, anyways, the last thing I want to talk about right over here, it states that on Nio's Twitter that check the TechCrunch article by what does it say? Ridisi Liao on Nio's expansion and user experience. Absolutely awesome, guys. We're going to see something huge for this company. I'm still extremely, extremely excited. And states right here, NIO, the Chinese electric vehicle startup listed on the New York Stock Exchange, will be in at least 6 European markets by 2022. Let's go, guys. Now, we don't know who are all the 5 countries. We know Norway is one, Germany should be another one. But right now, guys, I definitely think people are going to be very excited because NIO has big announcements. You have to remember that they have an ET7 with a 600-kilometer range. They have a lot of cars coming out. There's new sedans, and they use Nami new speakers. I mean, the cars are just amazing. It's going to be huge. So NIO is not perfect right now. There's a global chip shortage. They have a lot of hurdles that are in their way that they're still recovering from, which is why we do see some sideways action. But once they get their numbers up, once I think 2022 comes, well, first off, it's going to be Neo Day. When Neo Day comes, they're going to have big announcements regarding Europe. And the reason I say that is because of the fact that they were supposed to have their Neo Day next year, but they ended up making it early because they have big announcements. But, anyways, when the big announcements come, and this is what I was trying to say, by 2022, the very beginning, I see this thing going absolutely parabolic. I see Neo easily breaking past 80. I see this thing absolutely exploding in 2022. Absolutely huge, as this company is going to be in its growth phase, the hyper growth phase, and the stock is going to go insane. They're a huge catalyst. Give it the time it needs, and this thing is going to be insane, like I said. So right now we are bouncing between support and resistance. We do have support at around 40. But once again, I don't really care about what happens in the next few weeks because I know that eventually when Neo Day comes, it's going to run up. 2022 is going to be huge. And tomorrow, I don't care if we're in the red or in the green, if we bounce back and forth. Yeah, it could happen. It doesn't matter to me because eventually I know this thing is going to explode. Thank you for listening, guys. Neo is a sleeping giant. Give it the time it needs, and this thing is going to take off. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.